Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era. This is our second playthrough. We have had a lot of fun with the first one, made some mistakes. That's okay. We learn from mistakes and we'll continue to improve. Probably felt like, we were still learning the rules to some extent. There's a lot of intricacies, a lot of detail. So we'll probably be a little bit more fluid this time. I've talked about this before on my channel, but it's one of the challenges of streaming board games. You know, you'll want to exhibit the game being played at a high level and to a correct standard, but at the same time, generally you just want to record stuff because you're enthusiastic about recording it, and that usually happens when you have a new game or a game that you're not as familiar with. You know, there's some games where I can sit down and probably play pretty comfortably without making too many mistakes. You know, Mage Knight, for example, comes to mind. Probably a few others that I'd be able to rattle off. Like, for example, if I whipped out a game of Thunderstone Quest, I doubt I'd make too many mistakes in that. But anyway, we're here playing Elder Scrolls, and we're going to move over to a new section of the world of Tamriel. It is the world of Morrowind, and I think that was actually a game, a board computer game that came out. As you can tell, I play a lot of computer games. I'm a real fiend for it. We've chosen our character already, and this one's actually, I'm shouting out to Band from Meet Me at the Table, because I talked to him about this not long ago. I said I wanted to play an Orc Necromancer. Gul'dan from Warcraft, maybe, if you're familiar with that world. That's not why I never played Warcraft either, but I do know that character. But no, I just think, I just love the imagery of an Orc Necromancer. I think it's fantastic. So here's our Orc. And I'll explain a little bit about what's happening, because I did this in live last time, but this time I sort of chose a few more things. I didn't optimize my choices by any stretch. I think this is actually probably a really challenging starting combination, or challenging combination in general, but I think it's going to be a fun one. So 5 health, 2 stamina, 2 magicka, only 1 combat die, and 3 cooldown. Now that is a big plus. We don't have to spend dice early on cooldown, so big plus for cooldown being at 3. The Necromancer's stats. So the Necromancer, as a novice, if at least one enemy took damage during your engage, we place an HP chip there, and that is called our Necrosis stack. And these abilities are relating to the Necrosis stack. The main one that's quite powerful is if you have 2 chips in your Neurosis stack and at least 1 tenacity, you can ignore 1 defense on your target. That's a very powerful ability. So yeah, I think we're gonna lean into this Necromancer play. However, we're breaking one of the cardinal rules of the game. They're generally recommending 4 starting lines for your starting lines, which are Destruction Staff, Sword and Shield, Heavy Weapon and Bow. But we've actually gone with a range called Daedric Summoning. So the way I envisage this character is he's just going to be walking around telling his minions what to do and just being like, you go there, you go there. And we're just going to have hordes of little goobers running around taking the heat for us. That's the plan. But we'll see if we can make that work. So Daedric Summoning is our starting thing of choice. So let's deal ourselves out some guilds that we can choose a quest from. The first one is the Circle of Champions. The second one is the Eyes of the Queen. And the third one is the Thieves Guild. Cool. So let's go and read the Morrowind Gazetteer to get a bit of an idea about which one of those we would like to do. Okay, so the Thieves Guild is here. It is a complexity 1. Steal relics to make the final clash easier. Excavations apply cumulative negative effects. All right. Eyes of the Queen or the Circle of Champions. Eyes of the Queen, complexity 2. Engage in a variety of peaceful and clash choices before hunting an enemy in a depth. excavations apply escalating ongoing effects. And do we have one more? We do, one more. Circle of Champions, complexity 2. Travel Morrowind with friendly rival companions who will turn against you when defeated. Then find a necromancer who will bring your rivals back from the grave. Oh, that sounds like a pretty cool one. Let's do Circle of Champions, because then we can fight against... we've got a necromancer that's angry with us. We're rival necromancers. It's part of the story that we're playing. Excellent. All right. So, as is the case in any armed conflict, soldier morale has fallen as the Three Banners War drags on. To help the troops find a day's diversion, you've been selected to join some of your fellow fighters in the Circle of Champions for a series of exhibition matches in locales around Morrowind. You're familiar with the other fighters, all good sports, but formidable in combat. The Pact will be getting a good show. Alright, we're going to start in Narcissus, but let's just read the little story about Morrowind as well as the starting rules. So, Morrowind natives know their land as a place of dangerous beauty and wonder, though the province's rival Dark Elf houses often lead outsiders to feel unwelcome. The countryside is dotted with giant mushrooms and wandering netches, and daily life is conducted in the shadow of the Red Mountain, the largest volcano in Tamriel and perhaps all of Nirn. Meanwhile, the Dark Elves' tribunal gods walk among them, and the wreckage of the land's history is easily found underground in the massive caves, homes, and cities of the extinct Dwemer people. Though Morrowind's abundance of excavatable sites has long made it an archaeologist's wonderland, rumour has it that a recent enterprise of unknown origin has been scouring dig sites around the province in search of specific unnamed artefacts. Could it be Deslandra? So yes, she's been searching for artefacts buried under Morrowind. The more artefacts she comes, the more powerful she becomes. The excavation track conveys how many artefacts Deslandra has recovered, and the dig track resolves how close she is. So we can stop that, but yeah, this is how the dig track increases, and yeah. And this fumes is pretty awful, by the way. After this unit is engaged by an opposing unit, apply a blind status die. Pretty terrible. Okay, so starting location is Narcissus. Can you tell I'm excited? I've been pretty excited about trying this out. Okay, so we'll come back to that. Draw 5 random level 5 Marauder enemies. Each adventurer must choose one to be their rival. Okay, cool. Travel to Kraganmore, Mournhold, Ebonheart and initiate the following clash. Rivals cannot be used for any side quest. When a rival leaves its place. Okay. The town of Davin's Watch is ignored. Alright, I'll just put that there for us to read in a second. Let's go over here. So we are going to be in Narcissus. Where is Narcissus? Here. All right. So, excellent work, team. Let's commence our playthrough of the Elder Scrolls as our Orc Necromancer. I have not yet named him. I will allow some suggestions for names for our Orc Necromancer. Feel free to name the Orc Necromancer if you would like to. From now on, we shall just call him the Orc Necromancer. But let's continue. Okay, so let's go draw out our level 5 Marauders. I'm just going to draw out the first one. It'll be a High Elf Marauder. There you go. We have a High Elf Marauder. Okay, that person. Each adventurer, when rivals are in play, they always use their Marauder side. Travel to Kraganmore. Each adventurer and their rival must deploy on the same lettered hex as each other. Cool. Instead of calculating EP, if you are in session 2, rivals can only be targeted unless that adventurer is defeated. How do we win the battle? Objective conquer. So you have to kill everyone. Okay, cool. So we just add a level 5. Excellent. So we're in the city of Narcissus. Let's grab out our 5 common items. We ignore this effect on day 1, but there's quite a bad effect here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have shuffled everything, but I did that off camera. Prepared everything. Druidic knuckle bones. A steel maul, that looks sick. Oh, here we go. A staff, a magical staff. Bright throat poultice, that would have been nice last time. We could just automatically succeed at that quest we did. Drain one available combat skill die to ignore your target's defense stat for this engage. It's not actually that useful. What about this one? Caramelized goat nibbles. Oh, we're taking that for sure because that makes someone a companion. And all of our stuff is about companions. Well, it isn't to begin with, but it will be. So yeah, I think we'll take... So I'm hoping for... So I've planned out a few little things. 5. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, well, I was really hoping that we'd get illusion. I want to try illusion, and I want to try the other one, but I think we'll take destruction staff. We do need a damage dealing thing, but I wanted to secure Daedric summoning. So this and this, or do we take a quest instead of destruction staff? We really need to get some. Some damage so that we can start building up our necrosis stack. And right now we don't have a lot of damage dealing effects. Okay. Destruction staff and goat nibbles is what we will do. And we're actually not going to lean into destruction staff too much. So I'm going to put it opposite our Daedric summoning here. Here's our High Elf Marauder friend. Damn, I was really hoping to get illusion there. That's okay. Good work, good work. Oh, I love the feeling of these cards, they're so good. All right, that is the end of day 1. We have 2 experience, we're on day 1, and we will flip out this effect, and that is the middle one. And the middle one, if we go and have a look. The middle one is increase the dig track by 2. So the dig track goes 1, 2. All right. So we need to go to Mournhold or Kraganmore or Ebonheart. Mournhold is here, Ebonheart is here, Kraganmore is here. So I think I'd like to get a peaceful encounter so that we can get an XP. So yes, but maybe, yeah, no, let's go a peaceful encounter. Let's go here to the Iliath Temple. So this is day 2, sorry. So we're on day 2. And we go to the Iliath Temple and we have a quest, and it is called Delve or Deal. Your back alley contacts have paid off and you've managed to get some intelligence on the next location of one of the mysterious digs being conducted all over Morrowind. The architect of the plan is said to have designs on an enchanted dwarven war axe, and the interception of said artifact would be a blow to this archaeologist's scheme. However, the truism of the underworld is that if you know something 20 other people do, and before you can set off for the day, you're accosted by a bedraggled dark elf offering to buy the information from you. Either way, it would take the axe off the board for the diggers. Move the party token to either dig, site, landmark, persistent. The next time you successfully disrupt a dig, for a dwarven battle axe. Offer the information and perhaps some encouragement. So we can't succeed at a social check, but I don't think the dwarven battle axe is actually any good to us. So the dig site is still close enough for us to do stuff. So yeah, let's take that. Let's just pursue the axe yourself. So we move ourselves automatically to it. If it's day 8 or earlier, you must attempt to disrupt the dig on the next day. Okay, so we must. I don't really want to do that. No, we'll just take the top one. So we'll just go offer us the information and perhaps some encouragement. We will gain 1 XP and the dig track is going to go up by 2. So 1, 2. So there is 1 excavation that has been successfully completed. We have 1 XP to spend. So let's have a look at this Daedric summoning dice. So one thing you can do that I didn't do in the last one is untrain dice to level up to a different dice. So this bound armaments is actually completely useless to us. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to untrain into expert summoner is what I want, but power stone is actually probably the one I will take for now. So yes, let's untrain a dice and we will move into power stone. This Daedric summoning line is really quite interesting. I'm glad that I've made this decision. So we're going to untrain this dice and we're going to train that. It only costs us 1 XP to train that dice. So yes, we have a power stone. That just lets us set another rolled skill dice to a side of our choice. So yeah, cool. We have destruction staff as well. Adventurer's rest step, we heal, we recover, etc. I've moved the dig track already. Let's go on to day 3. And I think we will, do we risk a, yeah, let's risk a, we really just need another XP to get a destruction staff dice. So. Stride to side. You arrive at a river with overflowing banks and rushing rapids. A craggy old dark elf approaches you, absent-mindedly chewing a small mushroom stalk as he speaks. Creek's mighty rough this time of year, he remarks. I got a silt strider you can rent, provided you think you can steer him across the swells. Try to be gentle when you approach him. He spooks easy. Nice. At least the water is very silty. Place an overturned 3 hex dial, positioned in either of the highlighted map, then stack 4 dice and I love these things. This is a real chip theory thing to do. So we place that here. Okay. Then stack 4 dice in the center, 1 on top of the other, and then place 4 chips on top of the dice. All right, I'm going to use these black dice. So we have to stack 4 of these on top of it. Like that. And then we put 4 chips. Place 4 chips on top of the dice. You must push or pull until it is in the other highlighted position. All right, let's see. All right, we're starting. Come on, Deno. Yes. Success. Each adventurer as a shadow may remove 1 die from the stack. We succeed, we get 1 XP, we'll buy ourselves a destruction die. The level 1 blast pulsar. And that's it. We're going into a fight with just that. All right, let's do it. So that card had what on the back of it? That had nothing. So if there's nothing on it, I think we do not increase the delve track. No icon, no effect. Very good. All right, we are going to move over here on day 4. We have 4 XP. Day 4, we will move to Ebonheart. That sounds cooler. Ebonheart. And we're recommending it by day 4. So we have a clash. Let's set up our clash. 1, 2. So yeah, Chip Theory do little dexterity games in a lot of their games. Too many bones, I guess, and I don't know if I've seen any of them in Hoplomachus actually, but they're just really fun little activities usually. Sometimes they're dumb, but sometimes they're really awesome. All right. Instead of calculating an EP, deploy player number of random level 1 bandit enemies. So that is a red guard bandit. And he's got 5 health. And then our high elf marauder, we do not enjoy him. He's got 5 health, but he's got no armor, so that's good. Each rival is deployed here, must deploy on the same lettered hexes as each other. So it's better for us if we're adjacent. Much better for us. If you're in session 2, yep. Rivals can only be targeted by their respective adventurer unless that adventurer is defeated, in which case they may be targeted by a normal enemy. If this quest is failed, if this encounter is failed, do not fail. All right, this will be interesting, friends. So let's see if we can be Circles of Champions. We do not have a great start. We do not have a lot of stuff going our favour. But maybe we can get some chips in our necrosis stack and hope for us. So let's commence. We have our go first. Divert and dodge. Divert. This unit cannot lose its last HP until it is at its HP. Yep. All right, so let's go. So we're going to move. No, let's shoot with our Power Stone first. And our Lightning Bolt. And our target will be the High Elf Marauder. So we've got our Power Stone. That goes into our active slot. Oh no, it doesn't. It goes into here. But we can change that to whatever side we want. And we will put it on this one, which deals 1 damage to us and 4 damage to any... 4 damage to a target and 1 true damage to any adventurer. So we've just dealt 4 true damage to our Wood Elf, which is exceptional. Guess what? Then we're going to move 1, 2 to here, and we're going to try and unlock this, which has a 3, a 3, and a 6. What does this one do again? Deal X damage to an adjacent enemy. No, we're fine. So we've got a 3. Let's take a light fatigue. No, we don't need to yet. So we've got a 3, we're looking for a 3, 3, 6. 2 1s is bad. A 1 and a 6, we'll take 2 light fatigue. And we'll turn that into a 3. And we get this, and let's hope it's put Ash Longbow. For this engage, you have unlimited range. Actually, that's not bad. So maybe, yeah, what we might do now, let's take another engage. Our target is once again the High Elf Marauder. We will switch to that, and we're going to overtax our Ash Longbow, and our target is 3 or more hexes away, and we are going to set this rolled combat skill with this engage to a 2. We rolled a 1, but we only needed a 1. But we set it to 2, and we kill our High Elf Marauder friend. So, if at least one enemy took your damage during your engage, place an HP here. So we have 2 chips in our necrosis stack. That is good, Deno. You've done a good job there, mate. Okay, now, and now it's not over. Because we're an orc, we can, at the end of our turn, gain an over fatigue to take another immediate turn. And so we will do so. And because we're taking another turn, these come back. These slide across. Yeah, killing that guy was absolutely incredible. He was only rolling 1 combat die against us. The red guard's rolling 1 as well. Our range is only 2, so let's move into... That's gone. Let's move into here, and let's have a crack at our friend. We'll roll our Power Stone. And we can ignore 1 armor on our target. So let's do that. Rolling our Power Stone. Okay, so we got the result that we wanted anyway, so that Power Stone goes to waste, but it's 4 damage, true damage, and 1 damage to us. So we gain another chip on our necrosis stack. And then, if we take 1 more engage and roll this, we can kill that guy without him even having a swing. But I don't think I want to do that. He can't possibly kill us. He could steal my goat nibbles though. He could steal my goat nibbles. Get out of here. Yeah, no, we're fine. I think we want to get our cooldown back. Is actually probably better for us. So let's let him have an attack. Attack us, you little chump, on turn 1. He does 1 damage. We will sustain 1 damage. He will then roll a dice and see if he steals our goat nibbles. He does steal our goat nibbles. You suck, bandit. So I think that means we just discard them. We can't get them back if we kill him. If the result, the HUD discards. Oh no, it's a non-food item. It's food, yes. Okay, that's good. All right, he's unlikely to kill us, but let's move on to turn 2. Cool down. That comes back. These are fine. 3 cooldown to start off with is so clutch. Yeah, alright, so we will start our engage in magic form. We're going to roll this dice and see if we can pop this guy. So we do true damage with this, so we just need to roll a 1 or a 2. That's a 2, so we deal true damage to that red guard bandits. What a turn, Deno. What a play. And then we'll move over here and see if we can unlock that while we're at it, because you can do that because the turn doesn't end. 2, 3, 5. There's a 5 and there's a 2. There's a 6 and there's a 2. So we'll take a light fatigue to turn that into Pebble Pal. It's a rock. We've got a friend Rocky. You may place 1 HP chip on this to deal 1 damage to an enemy in sight. He's just going to throw rocks at people. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, that's good. That feels so good. I'm so happy about that. So that was day 4, and let's read this now. Good work, Deno. Good work, team. Well played. So we are going to gain 2 XP. So we go up to 6. We get 2 XP. I think I know what I'm going to spend that on, but let's see. Proceed to quest step B33. So, deadly detour. The first leg of your tour was a smashing success. So much so, in fact, that an excited orc with dyed hair and a styled doublet pulls you aside after the festivities. He identifies himself as Zulgroth, a purveyor of fine household items out of Davon's Watch. That was a great fight, he exclaims. You've got to come to Davon's Watch next. I know Battlemaster Riven, and I think he could pull some strings to make your arena neutral territory there. Both the Ebonheart Pact and the Daggerfall Covenant have been fighting over the city, but they could put aside their differences for a day to see some sporting combat rather than the harsh injuries of war. He pauses. And you know, it would be great for business too. I could sell souvenirs. probably even loop in the circle for a cut. You promise to bring his request to the circle's event organisers. So we need to travel to Davin's Watch and initiate the following clash, recommended by day 8. Each rival deploys with HP equal to the health stat of their corresponding adventurer. Instead of calculating an EP, deploy that. All enemies deploy with 2 additional HP. Rivals cannot be used for any side quests. What does that say? Rivals cannot be defeated or removed from the battle. If they would be defeated, they remain at 1 HP. That didn't say that on the last one, did it? No. That's good. Okay. So, Adventurer's Rest Step. We'll move that over fatigue. And we will recover our health. Oh, we've got 4 in our necrosis stack. That's actually really good. We'll recover our health. So that quest overtook doing that thing. All right, we move on to day 5. Oh, let's have a look at what the... it was that, so the digs goes up 1, 2, and that's it. All right, I reckon... Oh, we gotta spend our XP, Dano. Okay, so I really am keen for this level 3 Daedric summoning ability. It is called Summon. So let's do that. And what it looks like is this. So we can either summon an Atronak or we can summon a Clanfear. So we're going to buy that. It costs us the 2 XP. And now our plan is on, because we are going to just let the boys do all the work for us, and the rock's going to help too. Our little rock friend's going to just... he's going to be kicking goals as well. Okay, I really want to get that illusion dice now. I want to do that. Alright, if at least one enemy took damage during your engage, this is your necrosis stack. So our goal now is to find a delve, catch some XP through the delve, and then get defeated so that we can flip our necromancer ability card over, because it's quite powerful when it flips over. Necromancy. Okay, very good. So that's what we spent our 2 XP on. So yes, day 5. Let's go. Yeah, let's try an angry encounter, because we need to get some tenacity. Here's Davin's Watch, so we don't have to go far. An unstable encounter, and we roll conflict. Augmented arms. The Dwemer left their mark across the length and breadth of Tamriel, but perhaps nowhere more so than in Morrowind. The region is riddled with old dwarven ruins, constant reminders of an ancient civilization. You come across several freshly placed crates of these artifacts in a passing ruin, and your first instinct is to hightail it out of there and hope that whoever is putting the objects doesn't use them on you. But before you can, however, you're accosted by the procurers of these goods, and it's clear they'd prefer their deeds to be unwitnessed. Only place play level plus thing caches of your choice after a cache is unlocked. Discard the item unless you're occupying Tormented Spire. Tormented Spire is not what we are occupying. We are not even close to occupying Tormented Spire. There it is. Okay. At the end of the battle, advance the dig track by amount to the number of caches. Battle objective, conquer. All right. So our little friend, he doesn't join the battle. He just stays where he is. So we're on day 5, we're on that. He's staying here. This is here. We are setting up player level, player plus 2 number of caches, and because it's unstable, they are these tricky to open ones. Caches are not discarded when a lockpick check is failed. At the end of the battle, advance the dig track. That's not quite right, Deno. It's there, there, and there. So we will deploy ourselves here. And we have an EP of 6, which means we have a level 5 and a level 1. So the level 5 is this one, and the level 1 is this one, our Red Guard Bandit. He's stealing from us again. What a putz. 2 and 1. This guy's cool. He's got Disrupt and Native. So we drain that dice. Alright. 5 and 5. So Native is different. It's when an enemy engages them, they are blinded because of the noxious fumes, I assume. After this unit is engaged by an opposing unit, apply a blind status dice. And blind is you just attack the largest person. This unit considers all units to be opposing units. If this unit engages, it can only target the strongest adjacent unit. So we just need to stay not adjacent. Okay, that is it. Our little orc friend is ready to go. So let's let's begin. So we're going to gain our dice back from cooldown. 1, 2, 3. This rolls here. We're going to roll this, and we're going to summon our friend. Attempt to summon our friend. Come on, Deno. Summon! Okay, we've got this one, which means we can turn it to the face that we want. So let's have a look at our friends. I'll put him on here so you can see. So this is the Atronak. Divert. Can only be killed if he's on 1 health. Great. 1 and 1, 6 health. Pretty powerful. Alternatively, we can be this guy, who is 3 in range 3, 2 dice, but he's got aggressive. Aggressive is after rolling, he re-rolls all misses before dealing damage to his target. Oof. I reckon we just get our boy to soak. Actually, we're not gonna be able to do that because that guy has a real problematic look about him. He looks quite problematic indeed. Yeah, we'll go the Atronak. So we're gonna flip. We're gonna have our Atronak 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with divert. We're gonna deploy him here. Okay, then that dice is drained, so it goes away. We only get 1 summon. And we're going to take another engage. Are we going to take another engage, Deno? No, we won't. Actually, yeah, there's no reason not to. So yeah, we'll move up 1, 2 to here. And we're going to shoot him with our big dice. We want to probably get tenacity here. Well, gain 2 tenacity and deal 1 damage to any adventurer. Tenacity is what I said I wanted, and that's fine. So we suffer 1 damage, but because we've got 2 tenacity now, we can actually spend bone armor to remove 2 chips from our necrosis stack and place them under your own chip or that of a companion you control. That'll do for our turn. So now, we drain that, or we put that there. So now our little Atronak goes. He's just 1 combat die. Yeah. So he doesn't hit that guy for any damage whatsoever. This plan was terrible, Deno. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, hang on, Rocky. Yeah, Rocky doesn't help us. Oh, actually, Rocky does help us because we ignore 1 defense on our target. So we'll put an HP chip on Rocky and we'll just do 1 damage to our target. And we have a blind status die, so this unit considers all units to be opposing units. If this unit engages, it can only target the strongest unit. can only target the strongest adjacent unit. Yeah, okay, so we can't do anything of that. Nor can we do that actually. After, if this unit engages, it can only target the strongest. And the blind thing, that's quite a punishing ability, really. You've got to get in close. After this unit is engaged by an opposing unit, apply a blind status dice to the opposing unit. So we didn't engage until that point. Yep, alright. That sucks. Means we can't shoot him at all. We're going to have to get up close and personal with our magic. That's maybe okay. That's okay. We didn't deal damage. Alright. That's the end of our turn. So the Cliff Diver is going to attack our Atronak. And he does 1 damage. And the Red Guard Bandit is going to move 1, 2 to there. And he is going to do no damage because we have 1 armor. It's round 2. Fight! We recover these dice. Let's actually just do a runner. And let's just hold fire. So yeah, we'll go to here for 1 move. I may just give myself bone armor. Or, this is worth 2 XP though. See, one of the cool things is, if I flip this, I get to gain stuff for my little guys that do damage as well, which is awesome. And I just get permanent boneyard at 0. Yeah, everything improves, basically. Everything improves. So, yeah. Okay. So we've got 4 on our thingy and 2 tenacity. So yeah, we've moved 1. We're going to try and unlock this. So remember, we need to unlock all of these. So we need to roll a 5 first, followed by a 6, 3, 4. I think we'll try again. We'll just try rolling again. Okay, so there is a 6. We'll turn that into a 5 at the cost of a tenacity. And then we have a 6 and a 3. And this one we need a 4 and we've got 2 attempts. There's a 2. There's a 2. Yeah, we'll take 2 light fatigue to unlock that. Do we get to keep these, Deno? After Acacia is unlocked, discard the item unless you are on the Tormented Spire. Oh. So we're not engaging, so we've got another move. So we'll go 1 to here, and then we're going to go 2 to here, and we're going to try and unlock that one as well. 5, 6, 5's our unlock. There's a 5, and there's a 6 and a 1, so now we need a 2. There's a 2. Thank you very much. What was that? Oh, that would have been so cool. All right, good. And now we can start getting involved, I think. Our little guy, he's just going to put an attack on the Red Guard Bandit. Sure. Roll a 2. No, he rolls a 1. The Cliffed Strider. 1, 2, 3. We suffer 2 damage. And then the Red Guard Bandit, he's a 1. We suffer no damage. Go Atronak. All right. It's round 3. Fight. Acacias are not discarded, so we get all this back. That goes away. We're going to move 1, 2 to here. And we're going to attempt to unlock that one, which needs a 3, 1, 4, 4. There's a 4 and a 1. And a 1. So we'll flip this 4 into a 3, gaining a light fatigue, and that unlocks that. And then we have the 1, so we just need 2 4s, There's a 4 and a 3. We'll take that every day. And that would have been a dog. Okay, so we cannot, as soon as we engage, we become blind, which means we can't target either of those units. So I think we're just going to spend our 2 tenacity and recover 2 health by putting 2 chips from our necrosis stack, and we'll get in there next turn. Alrighty, so our Atronak, he's going to attack. CB roll a 2. No. Cliff Strider. So he would do enough damage to kill us, but he doesn't because we weren't at 1. And then as long as this guy doesn't roll a 2, yeah, we survive. So I can give my Atronak that back next turn, possibly. Round 4. So we recover all of these. We're going to move 1, 2. We're going to target this guy, so we're going to add a blind dice, which means we can only target the closest, or the strongest adjacent enemy unit. So we will target the Cliff Diver. He has Disrupt, which means he removes dice from our active pool. And that's fine. And Native, which is the one that we know about. So let's roll our Power Stone and this one on our Engage. The Power Stone activates and will allow it to turn that one to deal 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I throw a rock at him before? I did. I'm going to throw a rock at him now. And that defeats the Cliff Racer, which is exceptional for us. We gain a chip on our necrosis stack because we killed a dude. And I think we might just leave that there. Well, we can't do anything else anyway because we can only target the closest adjacent. So the Red Guard Bandit, he's already adjacent. He's just going to roll his dice. No, he kills the Atronak. No. If only there was some way I could get him back. All right, great. Round 5. And now we lose our blind because we're not engaging a native. We get our Power Stone back. Yes, that's not a great one for us. But yeah, we'll move to here. We will roll these 2 dice. We miss the Power Stone, which gains us a tenacity, which means we now have Boneyard. So we're going to do 1 damage to him, and we'll then add a rock to make it another damage, and we ignore 1 of his armor, which is excellent. He's going to try and whack us. He doesn't do a wound. If he rolls a 6, no, he would steal our rock. Don't steal my rock! Fatigue rounds. Unfortunate. We gain that. Oh, I need to put these back in first. This goes here, that goes there. Then these all come back. 1, 2, 3. This trundles down. I do actually have 4 in my necrosis stack now. And we should be able to pop this guy. Power Stone and this. And we do 2 damage. And we won't take any damage on ourselves. We gain a chip on our necrosis stack. We ignore his armor because of our Boneyard. And we have 1 tenacity. And then we'll throw a rock for our last point that we require. This build is actually going okay. Adventurer's Rest Step, we heal for 1 to go back up to 5. We gain 2 XP, reward phase, and we gain 2 tenacity because of our going to an unstable encounter. How many chips do I get to throw? Rocky gets 5 throws. We gain this die back. We're going to remove the over fatigue. Oh, I can take an extra turn. Got to remember that. We're an orc. Okay, now we've got a really challenging choice. So let's look at the level 3 or level 4 Daedric summoning dice. Select any level 1 or 5 enemy from the defeated stack. Deploy it with full HP. This unit is now a companion. It's removed at the end of the battle. Spiritual Guardian, he follows you around, which is awesome. I think we want this Expert Summoner. It's another level 2 die. The combat stat and movement of all companions you control are increased by X. After one of these companions engages, reduce it by 1. Yep. But maybe we roll out our magic dice, our magic first. So we put that there. Are we going to go for another level 2 magic, or do we just go another base destruction staff dice? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Let's go with magic so we can... Actually, this is not about range. This is not about range. All it does is let us roll extra dice. I haven't felt the need to roll extra dice. So let's go for the Expert Summoner. 2 XP. And we could get ourselves a Spiritual Guardian very soon. How's day 5? We have... Oh my god, we got 2 symbols on that? I think that dig track goes up by 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Oh, that one looks like a good one too. Ah well, for the love of Mother Morrowind. We're on day 6. We need to complete this quest at Davin's Watch by day 8. So I really probably want to go one more unstable encounter so we can get our tenacity up to 5. Yeah, let's roll our tenacity up to 5 and stay right where we are. Day 6? Yeah. Day 6? Peaceful. Tribunal Trio. The roadside shrine to the Tribunal has a surprising amount of offerings for something so crudely constructed. You make your camp nearby and observe several dark elves stopping at the shrine to pay homage, each beseeching one of the triune gods, tribune maybe, gods, or maybe triune, for their blessing. One of the appealing aspects of the Tribunal is that of Viva. Almalexia and Sothasil are among the most tangible deities known to Nirn. You can visit their home temples in supplication, and their works are clear and manifest. Clearly the locals believe in the power of the shrine, so maybe you should make your own offering. But to whom? Persistent. During the next battle, each adventurer may deploy with +1 HP. Persistent may heal for 1 at the start of each round. Persistent. Draw a lamble. Oh my god, a companion. Unstable. We get a skeleton mage, but we reduce it to 0. No, let's go with Almalexia, Lady of Mercy. Persistent during the next battle. We gain 1 XP. 1 XP. And we might bank that. I'm not feeling the need for any cooldown. 3 cooldown seems to be pretty jiving. So we will recover, it doesn't matter, that in our Adventurer's Rest Step Day. But I do want to get more magic. And we probably need to get another skill line. Let's go get a side quest, actually. Yep. It's going up by 2 again. 1, 2. Alright, so I reckon now we go down and we mess up this dig site on day 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we need to go to Davin's Watch. Messing up the dig site lets us reduce the start of an encounter, set the round counter to the same value as the current dig track. Encounter successfully end of round, at least one sky shard is gained. And all enemies are defeated. Then reset the dig track to 0, regardless of success. Skip today's activate. Yes. All right. No, I want to go to a town. Let's go to Ebonheart. 1, 2, 3, and we'll visit Ebonheart for our day. We're going to get ourselves another skill line. Here's Ebonheart. I'm going to rip out 2 side quests, I think. One, oh wow, there's lots of skills here. Illusion. 1, 2, 3. No. All combat ones except for light armor. I do like light armor, but I don't think I want to go light armor. 6 common items though. That could be good. Let's look at our common items. 1, crispy cheddar chicken. 2, akaviri pork fried rice. A roast pig. Morag tong braces, a glyph of weakening and a glyph of stamina recovery. After an adjacent enemy engages you, deal 1 damage. This damage ignores 2 defense. Oh, you got to take that. That's clutch. Actually, we're probably not going to have that many enemies engaging us, so we're going to let the boys take it. Enchant. Roast pig. Adventurer may gain 1 over fatigue to heal to full. Ooh, highest level available skill die, so we could get 3 tenacity for that. Discard this item. Oh, place 4 drained skill die, so that's summoning die, so we could grab our summoning die back. We're going to take a quest for sure. We have Scourge of the Underworld. There's a cool keyword for that. Yeah, we're gonna do Scourge of the Underworld. It sounds so sick. Scourge of the Underworld. So there's a keyword that we can get for that. So I reckon we'll do that. I think I messed up. I think I was only supposed to go at once. I don't think I was supposed to draw another die. I'm not taking any trainers, so we'll get rid of those. I've taken the side quest. I am leaning not towards these Morag Tong braces because I don't think we're going to actually get engaged that much. I think the roast pig or this gain tenacity. This tenacity one is probably the most interesting one because our tenacity is actually quite crucial. So yeah, we're going to take the tenacity one. That's weird, but also good. I think if you were playing a combat guy, those ebon braces would have been absolutely unbelievable. But Adventurer's Rest Step, we get that back. We heal for 1. We are at maximum firepower. That was day 7. The dig track is going to go up by 1. Come on. And so let's go now to Davin's Watch on day 8. And I'm really disappointed. I want to get illusion happening. And let's engage in this clash, this delve thing, shall we? B33. Deadly Detour. So we travel to Davin's Watch and we initiate the following clash. An adventurer and their rival must deploy on the same hexes again. Let's do this so you can see what's going on. There and there and there. Good. So we'll go on D and D, I reckon. That's fun. And our High Elf Marauder. So he's going to deploy with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 health. He's going to go here. Each rival deploys with HP equal to the health stat of their corresponding adventurer. Instead of calculating an EP, deploy player level 1 bandit enemies. No, that's a spider. That's a cliff racer. An Argonian bandit, enfeeble. And he's going to deploy here. And he's got 3 health. What a putz. Okay. Rivals may only be targeted by their respective adventurer unless that adventurer is defeated, in which case they may be targeted as a normal enemy. Rivals cannot be defeated or removed from battle if they would be defeated. At the end of a round in which rivals are at 1 HP and all other enemies are defeated, proceed to the quest step without ending the current encounter. Perfect. The town effect of Davin's Watch is ignored. That indicates to me that you might actually get to do the town action as well. I'll need to read up on that. Alright, did I forget to read Ebonheart's stuff? Ebonheart, Argonians. No, that's fine. Okay. I'm feeling really good about this build. I feel really excited. So what was our Scourge of the Underworld? During each of your battles, after enemies are deployed, flip all level 1 bandit enemies to their level 5 side and adjust their health to their new stat. That sucks. That sucks so bad. Oh, actually, I think he needed to be deployed with an extra 2. All enemies, including rivals, deploy with an additional 2 HP. So he's actually going to have 7. No. Rivals cannot be defeated or removed from battle. Just counting up my stuff. 8. So we're on we're on 8 XP. Good. Got to remember that track. Okay, let's think, Deno. Each adventurer and their rival must deploy. Rivals cannot be defeated or removed from battle. So we win in which all other enemies are defeated and that high health marauder is at 1 HP. After a marauder is defeated, place it on this card instead of the defeated enemy stack. During the next town encounter in which 5 marauders are on this card, complete this quest. Okay. Maybe we won't be succeeding at that quest. So how are we going to maneuver our way out of this one? We get to ignore 1 armor on our target. That's nice. We can... That high health marauder targets 2 people, so we need to be aware of that. So he is going to target us unless we're out of range. We're not going to be out of range, so that's fine. So we probably just want to pile on as quick as we can. So maybe we actually deploy the damage dealing one this time, which is our, no, our Clanfear, assuming we get the option, I should say. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to double tap this time. And we could use our Spiritual Guardian. No, we don't have a level 1. We don't have a Spiritual Guardian available. That sucks. He would probably not have been a great choice anyway. Let's zoom in and decide to roll our Power Stone and our Summon die. Double tenacity! So bad, Deno. So bad. All right. Well, I guess we just try again in our next turn. We will take another engage and we will roll this And our target will be the Argonian Marauder. And that's a light fatigue. So that's good. So that does 4 damage, and we ignore the armor. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's got 3. And that's another tenacity, which feels really good. We put our 6th one on our necrosis stack. So that's fun. We'll throw a rock at him with Pebble Pal. So he's got 1 health left. He doesn't have native, so that's fine. And then we're going to use our over fatigue to roll again and try and bring our friend on again. All right, we do get the Power Stone this time, which means we can change this to that, which is the Clan Fear. So it's going to come on with 3 aggressive dice. There's no concerns there. So we'll put him there. That is drained. That goes there. And that's it. So he'll have an attack now. He's 2 dice and he's got aggressive. He's going to target the Marauder. Oh no, actually we'll throw our last rock at him, because it's another turn. So our rock's gone. Alas, poor rock, we barely knew you. And then Clanfear will attack the Argonian Marauder. That's 2 hits. It does enough to defeat him. He goes in the stack. We can't summon him, but that's okay. I should have moved 1, 2. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to try and get these. So, okay, so we don't have to worry about really suffering much damage now. We've got plenty of tenacity, so we've got this thing that lets us summon companions. Oh my god. Blast Bones, 3 tenacity. Remove 6 chips from your necrosis stack, then draw 3 level 1 random enemies. They act as companions controlled by you. Each of these companions is defeated after it takes a turn. That's fun. High Elf Marauder shoots Clanfear. He's got an armor. High Elf Marauder shoots us. We don't have an armor. We suffer a health. Oh, we need to put this Argonian Marauder on this card. Turn 2. Fight. Yeah, we don't need to worry about stuff just yet, I don't think. So this goes to the back like this. This goes here, this goes here. Yeah, let's go and have a look at some items. We'll go 1, 2. See if we can look at some items, I should say. A 6, 5, 2. That's a 6, a 5, and a 1, so we'll turn that 1 to a 2. And we've found Barney. When you would gain a status die, you may instead place 1 HP chip on this. Our little crab friend. We're all about friends with this necromancer. We're all about friends. We've got a full necrosis stack, we've got a full thing. I don't feel super worried about this High Elf Marauder. I think we can take him down pretty comfortably, so we don't need to rush. Yep. So we're not going to move, we're going to move again, like so, and have a crack at that, because we're not engaging. 4, 6, and 1. We could take 3 light fatigue and get it. Let's just do that. A pork sausage. Discard it. Nice. Eat some sausage. 3 light fatigue. That's our turn. Our little crabber Clanfear. I'm going to assume that our companions controlled by us can attack them, so it's 2 damage, 1, 2. The High Elf attacking us does 2 damage, boo, 1, 2. The High Elf attacking Clanfear Does 1 damage, which is ignored. We'll probably use 2 tenacity to put 2 into our necrosis stack. Yep. Yep, so round 3. So we gain the power stone back and we remove that over fatigue, sort of. So that's what we look like there. Let's spend 2 tenacity to get 2 off our necrosis stack, put them back on ourself. This necromancy malarkey is good stuff. Alright, and then we'll move 1, 2 to there. We'll try and unlock this one. 5, 4, 1. There's a 1, there's a 5, and we'll turn that 3 into a 4. I'm good at unlocking things. Siege order pigs in a blanket. Oh my god, we can feed it to our crab. That's great. I enjoy that. Cool, and then we are going to attack. We are going to attack our High Elf Marauder friend. So let's use this dice, which is our best attack dice, and this to try and roll the 4 damage that we need. We can use our Power Stone to turn that to that one. That does 4 damage to him and 1 to us. We ignore his armor. And then that's it. That goes away. Clan Fear is going to attack. He's got 1 health left, so he can't be hurt. He's going to shoot Clan Fear. He's going to shoot us. We suffer 1 damage and 1 damage for the other thing. We did 1 damage during our engage. So that is all. So we've completed. So we go to C34. We gain no XP for that. Deadly Detour. It says, the crowd in Davos Watch has loved the battle so far. Suddenly, however, cheers turn to shouts of fright. You permit yourself a moment of distraction to peer around, hoping to glimpse at the source of the disruption. You are startled to see the approach of several phantasmal beings which have ringed the battlefield and are now converging on your once friendly combat. You glance at your sparring partners and assume a defensive position, hoping to beat back these creatures now threatening to ruin a day of revelry. Calculate an EP, so our EP is 8, and deploy enemies to unoccupied X's on the perimeter of the clash mat. Set the round counter to 1. Oh my god, this is awesome. Okay, let's hope we get some marauders. Alright, all enemies gain the skills Ethereal and Decay. Okay, so that's a Nord Bandit. So he's a 5, he's a Nord Marauder. Oh no, this guy would be a 1, but he turns into a 5 as well. A Scrib, he's a 1. And a Lurcher, so he's a Spriggan, he's a 1. Okay, so that has changed the complexity of this battle somewhat. So that is a 7 for the Nord Marauder. So we'll deploy him over here. Defeated party members may be healed and revived, deploying to any on. Oh, party members may heal for a total of up to 8, so we're back to full. Get in. Red Guard Marauder with 5. Set the round counter to 1. This Scrib, he's only range 1. And let's put this Spriggan in a position for us to kick the shit out of him, because I hate those guys. We do have our crab though. The crab stops us from getting hurt. Okay, so for all enemies gain enemy skills Ethereal and Decay. After a rival is defeated, it heals its health stat, gains additional HP equal to the excavation track, and then becomes an enemy gaining enemy skills Ethereal and Decay. Does not take a turn. When this rival is defeated, is immediately placed down, face down, and is no longer a companion for the rest of the session. All rivals are companions. Okay, great. Great. So I assume we start again now, do we? Set the round counter to 1. Cool. So we're going to get 2 of those Redguard Marauders for our Scourge of the Underworld. A Redguard and a Nord Marauder. So we're going to go to 3. We're a chance on that, actually. Okay, so we're on round 1. We're on day 8. We're going to start again. We're at full there. But this is a concern. So we'll recover these. Boom. And then I guess we move 1, 2 to here and try and unlock whatever this is. Oh, it's 5, 5, 5. There's a 5, 6, 6. Sure, let's just take that. Red Tincture. Until the end of the round, you can only take a maximum of 1 damage each turn. So we've cleared the board of that. We ignore the Spriggan's 1 armor. And let's roll these 2 magic dice against the Spriggan. So we're going to do 1 damage and we're going to gain 1 tenacity. And that is that. Then the Clan Fear, it's going to move 1, 2 to here. Oh yeah, and the Spriggan takes 1 damage. The Clan Fear is going to roll 2, which does 1. And the High Elf Marauder, he's going to roll a 2, which defeats the Spriggan. No, it does 1 damage on the Spriggan. Boo. Boo. Okay, when does Ethereal trigger? Is it at the start or the end? Ethereal. When this unit is dealt damage by an adventurer not in magic, it prevents a damage. So adventurer, not in magic, prevents 1 damage, so that's fine. We were in magic form. And then decay, at the end of this unit's turn, it is dealt 1 true damage. The Spriggan is going to attack the 2 strongest, it's us and Clan Fear. We're going to get a Bane dice on both us and the little Clan Fear. However, we're going to use our Barnacle Coral Crab to avoid gaining a status die. Nice. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, then the Spriggan dies. This guy moves 1, 2 and suffers a damage from decay. This guy moves 1, 2 and suffers a damage from decay. And this guy moves 1, 2 and suffers a damage from decay. Round 2, fight. Let's just let them keep decaying themselves, eh? We'll move to here and we'll move to here. We'll stay where we are. We'll recover these 2 dice. And that'll flip to the end. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to stay right where we are. We're only range 3 on the Clan Fear, so it's going to take 1 damage from the Bane. But the High Elf Marauder, he is attack 4. So he will shoot the Nord Marauder. Doesn't matter, they've all got 1 armor. He does nothing. And so that is it. This guy, 1, 2, suffers a damage. This guy, 1, 2, suffers a damage. This guy, 1, 2, suffers a damage. Round 3, fight. All right, so we recover our summon dice, which is nice. And I would like to roll that summon dice, and I would like to roll, I really need to get my magic up to 3. So the power dice, this is only a 50-50 roll. This one generally does damage, so it's probably the right option to do this. And because that makes my little guy much better. All right, the plan has worked. The power stone goes off, and we're going to turn this dice to is the 2 the maximum? 3. Nice. And that's it. Do we do another engage? Yes, we will. We will engage again for a light fatigue in magic form. We will target this Nord Marauder who has shatter, and we will hit him with everything we've got. 2 damage, we ignore his armor. And because of that, we gain the 6th on our necrosis stack. We could spend tenacity now to bring that Spriggan in as an ally, but we won't. Alright, the Clan Fear, it's going to go. He's going to suffer 1 damage from the Bane, so we're about to lose the Clan Fear, but that's okay. He is going to attack. That goes there. We're going to attack the Nord Marauder. We're going to move to here. We're going to attack the Nord Marauder. And we're going to roll. So let's go and read this dice, shall we? The companion dice. Expert Summoner. The combat stat and movement of companions you control is increased by X. So this guy is now rolling 5 dice. Because it's a 3 on there. So he's rolling 5 combat dice and he's got aggressive. How you like me now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. There's 1 and 1 and 1. This has worked out beautifully, Deno. You're a clutch player. Clan Fear's done. The High Elf Marauder, who is incidentally also a companion, will get to add +2 to his ones. So he's rolling 3 dice, and he's going to target 2 enemies, which will be the Nord Marauder and the Redguard Marauder. Oh, look. Boo, boo. Boo, 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 boo. And that's it. And then this squib thing, it's just going to stay right where it is and attack the Clan Fear with its 2 attack dice. He kills the Clan Fear, but that's okay because he was going to die anyway. And then he dies thanks to decay. Success. The Necromancer plan. Alright, so this one will go back into here. This one goes down to here. And that's it. Oh, that was awesome. Necromancer. Alright, so after a rival is defeated, it heals up to its health stat, so we didn't do that. When completed, go to entry, D5, we gain 2 XP, nice. So adventurer's reward step, here we come, baby. D35. Unfortunately, the rest of the Circle of Champions Morrowind Morale Tour has been indefinitely postponed. Though you managed to make it out of your scrap with those ethereal beings intact, not all of your compatriots nor all of your spectators were so lucky. As local healers tend the wounded, Battlemaster Riven calls you to his tent. Several of the dead, I'm sure you could guess, are Dark Elves. Officially, I would like you to escort those fallen elves to Necrom, where they will be reunited with their ancestors, as is their tradition. Unofficially, we've received a tip from a well-connected Redguard that Necrom is the source of these awful creatures. Our source says that these phantasms are the experiments of a mysterious wood elf who has been snatching up powerful magical artifacts in the region. This person has been working with a local necromancer known to the seedier elements of Necrom as a tomb raider. The Circle would like to see justice for the lives taken today, and the more law-abiding people of Necrom would be no doubt grateful to see the end of a magician who scavenges their villages for spare parts. So we have to travel to Necrom and initiate the following clash using the end of thing. Add High Elf Necromancer to the EP. Nice. After each turn in which the High Elf Necromancer takes damage, all defeated rivals are resurrected as enemies. That is awesome. Sick. Okay. If after a Marauder is defeated, place it on this card. Alright. That was good stuff, Deno. Your little guy's on fire. Alright, so I think we just take the extra magic for 2, and then we'll take an extra health for 1. It's not exactly what I wanted, but we'll take it. Extra magic and an extra health. I kind of want to die so that I can do that, but I think we need to go for delves to do that. So we need to go for a delve. Where are we going to get a delve, Deno? Where is the place we need to go to, actually? So that was day 8. Necrom, it's over here. So we can go to there. Yeah, we can get there. We can do a few. Okay. We flip over this, and it says something, but it's on the ground. Goes up by 1, 2. Excavation track is at 3. We move on to day 9. We do recover that over fatigue out of our pool. This orc ability is so good. And we'll move 1, 2, 3 here to this conflict, peaceful thing. The reason I want to do a delve is because I want to die. Oh, it's a town encounter. Traveling caravan. I want to die so I can flip my necromancer, because the necromancer's ability is awesome. Traveling caravan. Dismaying delays. Each adventurer has 2 fewer town actions. Each adventurer may choose to... Ugh. That's terrible. Let's see. We may take a town action if we get illusion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No illusion, but we did get restoring light, and that was the other one that I wanted to go for. So yeah, let's take restoring light, and let's increase the dig track by 1, and that's what we'll do. That was a disappointing day 9. What happens to the thing? It goes up by 1, but we do gain 2 tenacity because we did a thingy one. Come on, Dano, let's get a delve. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go to day 10, and we're going to go here at the cost of a light fatigue to the ancient egg mine. And that is a conflict. So we're on day 10, and we are going to play Keep Away. It's not a delve, damn, it's a clash. Adventurers cannot move to caches. After an enemy moves onto a cache, each adventurer is dealt 1 true damage. All right, we're gonna pause the recording. We're gonna have a look at something in the rules. Okay, so look, I think what I want to do, I want to die. I want my necromancer to die. And so I'm just literally going to take this keep away quest, which is called blah, 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 blah. It's a clash. We fight someone, we fail, we gain no experience, but we do flip our necromancer over to an expert. And then at the end of day phase, and yeah, so let's explain why I want to do that. So if we look down here, the level 1 ability, or the level 1 for tenacity, is Boneyard. For every 2 chips in your necrosis stack, ignore a defense. That's now active all the time. If at least one enemy took damage during the engage of you or a companion, that's the key part we're looking at here. It's just you on this side, so we want our companions to be the doers of the jobs. We can put it under a party member's chip for bone armor. Instead, that doesn't really matter, but that's the same. Blast Wound, we can remove 6 chap, and then they deal 2 damage. So that one's better, but more importantly, this one can be a level 1 or 5, and he can stay with us the whole thing. So we want to defeat a level 5 early in the game, and then in the next session, then we have him. So we're just going to do that. At the end of the day, we gain 1 health because we died. Boo! But we do get to remove a dice from our grid thing. And if we did that properly, we would literally have recovered all of our dice because we're just going to mope around doing nothing. So we're full. We've got nothing in our grid. We've got 6 on our stack. We are now necromancy masters. Death is but a journey. And I might actually flip these out because if there's some of those marauders, we need to do it before we die. Come on. A Breton marauder, 1. A skeleton, 2. We've got 2 more. Oh, no. So they're both 1s and 1s. Yep. All right, so we kill the Breton marauder, which gets us to 4. I suppose we don't really need to go to a town encounter. That's the other thing I wanted to check. I might check this one on the screen. Town encounter. Town encounter. Because if you get to go do a town encounter and then also do the quest step, that is pretty awesome. I feel like that's not the case, but town encounter. This is going to be boring stuff. Town encounter. The players reveal the shop item cards. Yep. Town encounters. Some towns, blah, blah, blah. Town actions complete. Side quests. Take 2 town actions. Town effect. Some town encounters have an effect section. Town actions. No. So quest actions is probably the section that will determine it. If you're a town encounter, these are triggered. This typically happens. Quest encounters take precedence, meaning you must resolve rather than a town or overland encounter. Yep, that's a shame. We're going to miss out on becoming a scourge of the underworld. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. End of... so the next day what we're going to do is we're going to spend... Yeah, so we're on day 11. We're going to go to an unstable encounter. We're going to go 1, 2 to give ourselves 2 chips from our necrosis stack. 1, 2. These all go back in the box. Back in the bag, I should say. So let's see if we can get 2 XP more. 2 XP more might be nice. And if we get 2 tenacity, that'd be good. So we'll just go to this unstable encounter for our last action before we go to a town thingy. It is an unstable. It's deals in Dwemer. And this one we'll actually try and do because we're already necromancy superstars. A cry of hope there, adventurer, rings out from behind some rocks. A group of ragged treasure hunters shows itself, armed to the teeth with pickaxes, brushes, and actual weapons. It's your lucky day, remarks the group's leader, a high elf with a prominent facial scar. We've uncovered one of the most pristine Dwemer ruins to date, and we wish you to share in our fortune. We just need a bit more manpower. Just reminded me I have to move the dig track up. Such a sudden turn of fortune strains credulity, but Morrowind is positively rotten with Dwemer ruins. Maybe there's something to this after all. It moves up by 1, so it's at 4 on the dig track. I don't love that. Set the round counter to 1. Thank you. I like that. Cool. Come on. And then add level 1 enemies to the EP and deploy them last. Enemies go before adventurers each round. You cannot retreat from this battle. Follow the trustworthy folk to the cave. Cool. So there is some treasures here for us to collect. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have, what are we adding? We're adding, so we've got 9 EP worth of chumps. It's the Imperial Marauder. Of course it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's quite annoying because we would have completed that Scourge of the Underworld quest. It's only 1 XP, but we can't do a town encounter to finish it off. And that guy becomes that because of that stupid quest thing. So we're going to deploy here. This companion, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Okay, so number 1 is him. Number 2 is him. Number 3 is him. Number 4 is him. And number 5 is him. Six of them. Oh, I'm actually so annoyed about that Scourge of the Underworld thing. It would have been so awesome. It would have been so awesome. Native and Rally. Rally is bad. We're saving him till last anyway. We haven't had to deal with a lot of range here, which has been good. So we're going to get some time here. Going to get some time. Deploy them last. Enemies go before adventurers eat round. Cool, so round 1. He goes 1, 2. He's out of range. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, out of range. 1, 2, and that's it. So we can now roll 3 magic dice, which is pretty good. So we'll roll the Power Stone, we'll roll the Summoning dice, and we'll roll our Summoning Uber dice. And we're actually going to spend 2 Tenacity again to give us 2 health back from our Necrosis stack. That is a tragically bad roll, Deno. 1, 2, 3. That is a tragically bad roll. Let's try again with this one, and a light fatigue. Engaging against that Orc Marauder. Oh, we need to move next to him. So we'll move next to him. We do 2 damage to the Orc Marauder, 1, 2, and we gain another Tenacity. That is a wonderful turn. We will take an over fatigue to have another turn. We will recover those 3 dice, and we'll attempt that again. That's better. The Power Stone goes, and we'll turn that to our summoning of 3, and we'll summon the Atronak, which drains that dice, and that is there. What a pus bucket turn. We do get that back though, and more importantly, our Atronak comes on the board. He's got 6 health, and he's about to become a baller because he goes double tapping. Great. So he's now got 4 attack dice on that Orc Marauder. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, our companions don't ignore it. So he does suffer 2 damage. 1, 2. And we gain chip on our Necrosis stack. I want to turn that Orc Marauder into our friend. He looks like a pretty good guy. Yep, I like him. He's going to become our friend. Cool, yeah, the boys are back in town. This guy, 1, 2, out of range. This guy, 1, he's in range. He targets the Atronak with a Bane dice, which will happen. This Orc Marauder is going to target both of us. He does 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, because we have a shield. That's it. That's it. He's out of range. He's out of range. He moves to there. That's round 2. So, sorry, start of round 2 was their move. So now it's us. So we will spend 5 tenacity as soon as we kill our friend. This comes to here and here. That goes away. Oh, that moved down to 2 because he attacked. Alright, we'll roll both of these dice, targeting the Orc Marauder. Come on! So we defeat the Orc Marauder. We gain some tenacity. We'll spend all 5 tenacity, and we'll spend 5 of these from our necrosis stack to give our Orc Marauder, who's now aggressive, is now on our team. The boys! Look at the boys go! It's amazing! He takes a damage. He's already got a Bane dice on him, so we're going to move into the Spriggan. 1, 2. I think we want to kill the Spriggan, don't we, Deno? Do we do the Orc Marauder first? No, we'll do him. Yeah, we want to kill the Spriggan. So the Atronach is now going to be rolling 3 dice on... Oh, the Cliff Racer actually had to move twice. So the Cliff Racer was here. But that's okay. Didn't specify. So let's say the Bane, because I didn't specify. That was the one I was talking about. So 1 damage. And now our aggressive Orc Marauder, he's just going to go 1, 2 to here. And he'll attack that skeleton. And he's going to use that, which is 1. He's going to be rolling 3 dice, and he's got aggressive. So he gets to re-roll that. And he does 1 damage to the skeleton. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Alright, do we use our caramelised goat nibbles? No, we don't. Do we use our Camlorn pork sausage? No. Do we gain tenacity equal to our highest available skill die? We do not. That is not a good plan. Do we use our heavy red tincture? No. No, okay, we're fine. So that's the end of round 2. So round 3. So already engaging our Orc Marauder, so he stays there. He's got native. Not going to affect our Orc Marauder at all. He rolls 2 dice on our Marauder. He rolls 1 damage on the Marauder. No problems. The Spriggan, he is range 2, 1. Yep, so he's going to target our Orc Marauder with a Bane. He's already got a Bane, so that's it. The Cliff Racer is going to roll 2 dice on our Atronach. He's going to do 1 damage. And the Skeleton's going to roll 1 dice and can't possibly wound our little guy. That's it, our turn. We recover this and this. That goes to the back. Who's our target? We want to roll some tenacity here. We'll target the Cliff Racer. No, we'll target the Spriggan. Let's get rid of that Spriggan, because we don't have 2 chips in our necrosis stack. Target the Spriggan. So we do 4 damage, including 1 to ourselves, and we gain a tenacity. So we defeat him. That gains us a chip on our necrosis stack. We suffer 1 damage on ourselves, not ideal, but we gain a tenacity. So we go to 1 tenacity. We just... Oh, so we could use our bone armor straight away to remove 2 chips. We'll do that during the Atronach's turn, I think. So the Atronach goes, he suffers 1 damage from the Bane dice. He's going to target that Cliff Racer. He does 1 damage. That will gain us another one. We'll spend both of those to gain our health back using our bone armor, which is now on 1 tenacity. Outrageous. And our Orc Marauder, let's attack that skeleton again. Now let's attack the Marauder. We roll 1 a hit, but we have aggressive. So we're going to do 1 to him. That's it for turn 3. Turn 4. So the Atronach's dying, but the Cliff Diver's going to go first. Did I roll his attack? I think I did. Cliff Diver attacking. He kills the Atronach anyway. Good turns for the Atronach. Proud of his efforts. Impressive performances from the Atronach. Our Marauder on the Orc. He rolls 2 and doesn't do anything else. The Skeleton, he rolls 1 and doesn't do anything else. We are blinded, which means we can only attack the highest health. The Orc will go, the Orc will go and he'll do 1/2 damage to him, which will gain us a chip in our necrosis stack. But it is our turn first. And we're going to move adjacent to that Cliff Racer and adjacent to that guy. And we'll roll both of these dice. And we gain 2 tenacity. Fine. We could spend that tenacity. No, we won't. To give ourselves a health. Oh, we could. Yeah, actually, that's dumb to go there. We just go there. Yep. The Cliff Racer could kill us, so maybe we should. Maybe we should. Yeah, we'll just have to use the caramelized goat nibbles, I think. Discard it. We heal the Cliff Racer to full. He's now on our team. He's on our team as well. So that's fine. He did lose a health, I think. Yep. Cool, cool, cool. Round 5. This Imperial Marauder attacks our Orc Marauder. He does no damage. The Skeleton can't do any damage. We suffer 1. We attack the Imperial Marauder with our spell dice and our Power Stone. The Power Stone, we don't need to do, we need to change that. Yeah, so we'll keep that. It's 1 armor. Put a chip in our necrosis stack. The Cliff Racer will move 1, 2 to there. He'll attack the Imperial Marauder. He kills him, gets us another one in our necrosis stack. He goes over there. And do we spend that 2 tenacity to give our Orc Marauder 2 health? Ooh, it's tempting. The Orc Marauder attacks the Skeleton. He kills the Skeleton. We are successful in that encounter, which means we gain 2 XP. 1, 2. We don't suffer any more over fatigue. We will, at the end of the Adventurer's Rest step, remove that over fatigue. We do have the option to put this under our Orc. We will. Cost us 1 tenacity. And we then gain 2 tenacity because that was a unstable encounter. The Cliff Racer joining us was the right play, but it hurts. I'll tell you what hurts. I'll tell you what hurts. This Scourge of the Underworld quest now being completed and us being on day 12 and unable to do it. That is what hurts. That hurts me deep within my soul. We're on the final day of the quest. What happens in that? Nothing happens to the dig track, so we'll nip over here. We'll move to Necrom on the final day. It's day 12. We gain 2 XP there, so we've only got 10 XP. Doesn't sound like a lot. Do we want to spend that XP on anything? So we could gain another destruction star. Let's get a healing dice. Let's get 2 healing dice actually. So let's go here. So restoring light is the 3rd skill line we've selected. Level 1, we can gain a part. Yeah, perfect. So we're just going to gain those 2 level 1 dice with our 2 XP. Restoring light, and it is grey colours. We're going to get a purge, and we're going to get a hasty prayer. Yep. So we've got 2 healings. What a fun little combination this is. It was a bit hairy early on, but we've managed to really tighten it up as we've gotten this. So this Orc Marauder, he now stays with us for the rest of this day, the rest of this quest, and that's why I healed him, because he's just going to get. We're just going to keep healing him. What a great dude. Alright, so on our last day, we go and we complete this quest, which is called D35, Deadly Detour. Let's have a read of it. Unfortunately, the rest of the circle... Yes, no, that's it. Perfect. So, travel to Necrom and initiate the following clash using the end of session difficulty EP. That is 16. Recommended by day 12, the ongoing steps are ignored during this clash. Add the level 10 Necromancer to the EP and deploy it first. So, we're Necromancer buddies. There he is, High Elf Necromancer. He gets deployed first. He goes right here. And I'll do the rest of this stuff on this screen. So, Necromancer there. We'll then deploy another level 10 enemy because we have an end of session EP of 16. And we've picked up a Droog. He has got a lot of range. That is bad for us. He is always targeting the weakest. That is very bad for us. Number 2, he goes here. Then we have a 5. Which is an Imperial Marauder, Native and Rally. Oh, I think I had to kill those guys in a different order because Rally would have summoned an extra guy unless he's the last. 3 goes there, and then a 1. That dirty Spriggan, at least we can get rid of the dice with our healing light. Okay, and there is one of these here. After each turn in which the High Elf Necromancer takes damage, all defeated rivals are resurrected as enemies. They deploy with additional HP equal to the value of the excavation track and take a turn this round as normal. Alright, so after... Does not take a turn when this rival is defeated or removed. So are we still fighting that companion guy? I'm perplexed by that quest. We'll bring that one in. And we'll bring that one in. Dom Nom Shavai. Trouble Necrom. Okay, I'm going to stop and have a quick read. Okay, great. So our High Elf Marauder, he's on our team. He's a companion. He is a companion because we managed to keep him alive in the last battle. And our job is to defeat enemy rivals, and we shall not be letting him get anywhere near anything. He is just going to stay super safe because he's a super cool guy. I like our pairings here quite a lot. So the High Elf Necromancer, if he doesn't take damage, he doesn't bring little dudes back. But if he does take damage, he would bring him back as a rival. Unfortunately for him and us, if he, because he's got native, we're blind, we can only attack him when we're adjacent. All right, it's Rush the Necromancer. So we send the little Cliff Racer in there because he gets extra movement. Yep. And maybe we do Blast Bones as well. We'll do that soon. Okay, I am pretty excited about this. This is a good final battle. So our objective is to defeat him. That's our only objective. Cool. All right. So let's work our way through this. So we're first. It's our turn. And so we gain all of these dice back thanks to our cooldown of 3. And then we're going to roll 1, 2, 3 before we move. We get the Power Stone and we get a 2 because the other one's rolled Tenacity. So that is going to become the Cliff Racer, and that is going to become level 3. The Cliff Racer, not Cliff Racer, it's the Clan Fear. He's going to go 3 health, but we may turn that into 5. We're going to deploy him there, and then the Power Stone is depleted. We'll then move 1, 2 to here. We will take another engage, and we're going to do magical again, so that's going to cost us a fatigue. And we're going to roll our Restoring Light healing dice, as well as that one. So the Restoring Light heals each adventurer for 2 HP, 1, 2. That one does nothing, but it does gain us a Tenacity. So we're back to 5, and now we'll do it in that order. And now we're going to take our second turn by gaining an over fatigue. And let's make this one count. Does the over fatigue count as a status die, I wonder? I'll look that up. We'll roll these 2. We get the Power Stone, so that turns this into the side of our choice. We will flip it on 4 damage, 4 true damage, I should say. 4 damage to your target, rather, but our target we ignore armor. So that is our target, the Spriggan. We clear the Spriggan, and because we did damage to the Spriggan, we gain a chip on our Necrosis stack. We have 4 Tenacity. That goes there. We could spend Tenacity. Yep, we'll spend 2 Tenacity to give the Cliff Racer 2 chips from our Necrosis stack. The Clan Fear. He's not a Cliff Racer, I keep calling him Cliff Racer. So his speed is up by 3. So he can go 1, 2, 3. So he will go 1, 2, 3, and he'll attack the High Elf Necromancer because he's about to summon back that Spriggan. He's going to be rolling 5 combat dice this turn because he's a mad dog. And we're going to pip that down to 2. He's got aggressive, which means he rerolls misses. So we're going to reroll that one. We've rolled 5. He's got 2 armor. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We do suffer a blind status effect die, but we were already attacking the highest adjacent anyway, so that's fine. Now we're going to do the Orc Marauder, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3. His movement is 3. And he's going to roll 2 combat dice, but we're going to make that 4. We're going to pip that down to 1, and he's going to attack both of them. Native means he's blind, but they are both the highest. Everyone there is the highest, so that's fine. And he also has aggressive. So that's a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 2. So that's a total of 6. So this guy's going to suffer 5 damage, and he's just going to be executed. That will create rally, which means we'll put a level 1 there. And we've found a Red Guard Bandit. I wonder if that Red Guard Bandit flips because we haven't completed Scourge of the Underworld. He probably does. And this guy, who has 1 armor, is going to die. He has Riposte 1, which I think is just take a damage on the way back. A Riposte 1. The first time this unit is dealt damage by an adjacent unit, it will deal it back. We have 2 armor, so your Riposte does absolutely nothing, and your dodge does absolutely nothing because we rolled all hits. Get out of here. We'll do it in that order so that he's on top, just in case it matters. He's blinded as well. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3 movement. If we target that high elf necromancer, we go blind, so we won't. We'll just go to here and we'll target the Red Guard Marauder. This guy's targeting the 2 weakest, which will be not him because he's got 5 health. He's got 4. Yep, so that's fine. So we can make it the Clan Fear and the Orc Marauder. Very good. He can't be killed unless he's on 1 HP. I've absolutely annihilated this. This is the best. So the Necromancer goes. He's going to target Clan Fear and the Orc. Sorry, he's just going to shoot him. He does no damage. So this guy will attack the Orc Marauder. He does 2 damage. We've got 2 armor, so he does nothing. He's going to attack the Orc Marauder. He rolls 3, so he does a damage. And then the Clan Fear is going to take 2 damage. And then Necromancy. At the end of this unit's turn, deploy the top unit of the defeated stack with player HP. It does not take a turn this round. And there it is. Actually, we'll give him a red chip because he's a bad guy. The boys are back in town, I say. Well played. Oh, he was supposed to roll 2 dice. He'll roll an extra 1. He did do 1 damage. Nice. I don't know what to call this build. I think I'm going to call it The Boys Are Back in Town. Oh, that was only turn 1. What an amazing turn. It's turn 2. We gain these dice back and our over fatigue flips around to here. That's a heal. That one's not a lot good to us. He's just going to rally another guy into play. What a pest. Alright, yep, we'll just go to here. Let's give 2 HP in a second. We'll roll this dice and this dice. And he's our target. So we're going to do 2 true damage. 1, 2. That gains us a necrosis stack. That's a tenacity. We will spend those 2 and put it under our Orc Marauder. The Orc Marauder will move to here. He's going to attack the 2 highest health enemies, which are these 2. Actually, it's Clan Fear. That's fine. Clan Fear is also blinded. No, yeah, we'll do the Orc Marauder first. So the Orc Marauder rolls 2. He rolls 3 damage, which does 1 to this guy. Yeah, if I do Clan Fear to here, then he has to attack that guy. So he kills him. He goes on top. That will also do the damage to him, which will kill him and put him on top from the Orc Marauder. And then this little guy, he just goes 1, 2. That's fine. The High Elf Necromancer targets the 2 weakest. He targets Clan Fear and he targets us. He rolls 2 dice. Clan Fear blocks. We suffer 1. It's turn 3. Oh, this Redguard Marauder is deployed with 1 health. We'll deploy him here. Our turn, we're going to bring back our superpowered summon dice. We're just going to roll all 3 of these at the High Elf Necromancer. We can't. We're not going to target him. We're going to target the Redguard Marauder. Power dice. We're going to get our super summon back. And that does 2 damage to the Redguard Marauder, who's our target. Kills him. Defeats that. Necrosis stack. I'm loving this game. Our little super orc is going to attack with 5 glorious combat dice on the native necromancer. Execution! Defeated. Coolest build we've done so far. I've done 5 builds now, and that's my favourite one by far. Necromancy for the win. Orc Necromancer, never in doubt. All we need is the illusion to finish it off. I want to give myself this underworld disarray and see if that keyword matters. Rewards 2 XP. We've gone 2 XP. We're up to 12. 1, 2, 12. When completed, go to entry E36. Hiya. Deadly Detour. You successfully delivered the bodies and dispatched the local necromancer, but you were frustrated in your efforts to secure the Lord of the Dead's silent partner. Riven thanks you for your hard work and leaves further investigation of these strange events up to your discretion. This whole business turned something intended to raise morale into the exact opposite. I'd understand if you wanted to leave it all behind you. The Morrowind Dark Brotherhood quest for Session 2. No, we don't want to go to High Rock. No. In Session 2, you take a moment to grieve for your lost souls before considering vengeance. This necromancer didn't just terrorise the people of Morrowind, she violated the souls of your fellow champions. You ask Riven if he has any leads on the Wood Elf who was working for the necromancer. He can only repeat rumours, but the Dwemer Ruin of... Oh yeah, we don't have to do that yet. We are going to do this Dark Brotherhood quest for Session 2 here in Morrowind because I like learning more about the stuff. What a fun session, friends. That was unreal. Hope you enjoyed that playthrough. We will be back with another episode of BigDenoPlays The Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era, where the named Orc Necromancer, who you will all name very soon, will continue his absolute brutalisation of everyone in his path. It's been stunning. What a turn of events. Very, very cool. Yeah, and then I really like Daedric summoning. So we've got this to make our companion super powered. We get to bring a companion. I don't really need this combat dice, but I also don't really need that magic. Once again, I think I've messed that up. I could use an extra stamina though. So yeah, maybe I put that down here. Yeah, let's do a little cheeky one of these Bobby Dazzlers and see if it it has 0 impact at this point. I'm not going any higher than 4 magicka, I don't think I need to, because it's all about the boys. But we might get another one of those force bolt dies. They're pretty good. So that would be 1 XP, and then we got 2 XP, so let's go 1 XP and 1 XP. And we'll gain a health. and we will gain another force bolt. Because I don't really like any of the level 2 ones. And that force bolt die is pretty good when you can roll it with this power stone from Daedric summoning. Alright, well, this is for our illusion line, which is going to go here. And our little orc friend is just going to keep poncing around, letting other people do all the hard work for him. And that's going to be it. So I'll catch you all in the next episode. Big Deno out.